Coming up.
I remember there was a time I had only 200 shillings between me and poverty.
Right.
A Ugandan nanny who was very demanding. And every time my parents would call and ask, are you okay? I would lie, yes, I am okay. Because I'm thinking, you guys did it all.
Right.
I'm not going to give you this burden.
Yes.
Being kicked out of a bank where you had a salary, you had your side deals, you have the money, and then you don't have the money.
Right.
Has taught me never to see the value in money.
Yeah.
Like, don't think because you have money, you're above
Yes.
others.
Yes.
You're not better than even the guard who opens for you.
Yes.
I have moments where I lock myself in the room and I cry. I cried because it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much because you go out there and you have to be like, is this one trying to play me? Is this one trying to, you know? And then you come back home and there's this one saying, mommy and mommy and mommy. And it's too much. And you're alone.
Yes.
And you're alone. I know people like don't know the difference between a leader and a boss.
Define those.
I define those.
Yes.
So lately I worked in an organization where I was trying to set up a department for them. And I think that's when it came clear what a leader is and what a boss is. A boss is somebody who will give you instructions and has never tried what they're telling you to do.
Right.
Like, can you bring those numbers? Why aren't you bringing these clients?
Right.
Well, but the question is, can you bring those clients?
Yes. We're back with episode 6 of Women for Excellence in an absolutely beautiful place. Today we're shooting from Coco's Abode. I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about it. But I'm your girl, Myra Maloba. And this is Women for Excellence, where we amplify the voices of women and shift the narrative of leadership, especially in this country. I am excited to be having the 6th episode. And we are still and hopefully finalizing on the behind the titles. And this is where we are discussing why titles don't necessarily mean success, doesn't necessarily mean leadership, and how we can truly shift the narrative, especially when it comes to women in this country. I'm so excited to be having this conversation, especially with a woman who's a powerhouse in the industry that she's in. But she doesn't only do one particular job, she does multiple. I usually say sometimes when somebody's talking about wearing hats, no, she doesn't wear the hat. She owns the shop, okay? Without further ado, let me introduce our guest for today. Now, we're joined by a woman whose journey is nothing short of inspiring. She's a seasoned banker turned entrepreneur, a visionary leader who has successfully built and led businesses across multiple industries from finance and insurance to hospitality and events. With over 15 years of experience, she is not just a title, but a force of resilience, innovation, and purpose. But beyond the boardrooms, the businesses, and the accolades, who is she really? Behind the title of founder and managing director is a woman who has built broken barriers, nurtured dreams, and continues to redefine what success looks like while balancing life as a mother, a mentor, and a leader. Today we sit down to uncover the story behind the titles, the challenges behind the wins, and the woman behind it all. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Nicole Okwiri. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to Women for Excellence. So excited to have this conversation with you today.
Thank you.
Of course, I've given you a bit of about yourself, but you'd like to hear it from the person themselves. Just give us a little bit of details into who you are.
Yeah, so my name is Nicole Okwiri. As you have said, yes, I wear many hats.
Yes.
But the one I love the most is I am a mother to 3 wonderful children. That's Aiden, who's 14. Do I look like I have a 14-year-old?
No, not at all.
Jamie, who's 11, and Coco, who's 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so that's where I take my pride.
Right.
That's my joy. And I'm happy to be here. And I hope that after this, I can have touched a soul.
Absolutely. That's the only thing we can hope for. Now, behind every story, behind every title, rather, there's a story. As we start off this conversation, just a little bit about you as a person and what has shaped you into who you become right now.
So what has shaped me into who I am now? Yes, you've heard I'm a banker. I was a banker, rather.
Right.
There was a bank, I'll not mention the name,
Right.
that kicked us out.
Ooh.
And I was pregnant. I was expectant.
Oh, wow.
And it was a tough journey
Yeah.
where, you get a letter and you're told you're a non-performer and you're wondering how, because you've never gone for disciplinary, you've never gotten any letter from your immediate supervisors.
Right.
When you look at your scores, you're actually performing. Like, one thing I love about banking is that numbers don't lie.
Right.
So when now you're told you're not a performer, it's a bit confusing. But hey, the letter was there and I had to leave. Pregnant. Unfortunately, I think men and women process stuff differently.
Yeah.
So the man freaks out and he sees responsibilities that he cannot be able to handle.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. So for me, it was to journey on. And so I sold my car and I started lending money.
Oh, wow.
So I started in Rongai, where I would lend people. If I give you money on a Monday,
Right.
collection is 4 times. We'd divide it into 4. And then every Monday, I'm collecting from you. So at least every single day, I had people who were paying in. I moved to Kiserian, the Kichinjio. I was doing shilingi kwa shilingi.
What?
If I give you 50,000,
Yeah.
you give me back 100,000.
What?
And then
And that worked. It actually
it worked, yes.
Wow.
Because in the morning, they need money to buy the animals.
Yes.
Then after they've sold, they give you back your money plus your profits.
What?
And they get back their money, yeah.
How did you identify, first of all, that industry and knew that this is where you wanted to go?
So I had a cousin who had a shop in Rongai. And then she introduced me to a lady who was borrowing money.
Yeah.
And then the lady was like, let's venture into Kiserian because her shop was in Kiserian. So that's how we got into business. I used to sell food. So I would cook from my house. And okay, I'm going to cry.
Right.
I'd cook from my house, take my son to school, pack the food in dishes, in lunch boxes, and take a matatu to Harambee Avenue.
Right.
The bank was in Harambee Avenue, so they loved me and they supported me. So by 12 noon, I'm in the bank. I distribute the food.
Wow.
1 p.m., guys are eating. By 2 p.m., I'm collecting my lunch boxes and my money.
Right.
Hop onto a matatu all the way to Rongai.
Right.
Do my collection. Kiserian, do my collection. Back to Langata to pick up my child and then go home. I remember there was a time I had only 200 shillings between me and poverty.
Right.
A Ugandan nanny who was very demanding. And every time my parents would call and ask, are you okay? I would lie, yes, I am okay. Because I'm thinking, you guys did it all.
Right.
I'm not going to give you this burden.
Yes.
I've been paid for rent by my siblings. I kept on insisting I'm okay, but they just felt like I was not okay. They paid my rent.
Right.
My son has been paid for school fees by my siblings.
Yeah.
I've had a prayer lady come pick me up from my house, take me to Uchumi, and she told me, pick what you can pick. So I was introduced to her by a friend who passed on, may her soul rest in peace. She's called Lorraine. So Lorraine was okay with her.
Right.
So when we were told to go to the supermarkets and pick what we have to pick, Uchumi used to have the small trolleys and the big trolleys. So I picked the small one. So for me, I took sabuni, the bar soap for washing dishes.
Right.
That was going to be for washing dishes, for washing clothes, and for showering.
Right.
Lorraine's trolley was full. She had taken bacon, sausages, yogurt for her kids. I don't know what. When I got to the counter, the lady said, what's this? Like Lorraine shopped for her. And I was shopped for 3 months.
Wow.
My fridge was full, my pantry was full and everything. And I think that's what made me realize that we are brought into this world with a purpose. When God blesses you, it's not for you to keep it.
Yeah.
It's for you to give it out
Right.
and bless another.
Right.
And that person will also bless another and another and another.
Right.
So after that, I went back. I got a job in another bank, went back into banking. And I told myself that I will never be poor again.
Yeah.
I will never lack.
Right.
And neither will my kids lack.
Right.
And I will never get help from my siblings.
Right.
Because I know they did it from a good space.
Yeah.
My parents really went all out for me from a good space, but I just felt like I'm an adult.
Right.
So I think that's what pushed me
Right.
and gave me the zeal to ensure that everything is working.
It's amazing how, first of all, and I think even we're talking in the background, is the community that has been truly around. Even just listening to people who said, go shopping, take what you need.
Take what you need.
When you started off and you had hopes and you were building a family, and we've talked about even this behind the scenes, the stigma, how did you weigh against that of being a single mother and trying to find your place in society where you are okay with saying, I'm not okay. This banking sector, I was sitting behind there, but now I'm the one who's in front of you serving you. How did you find the fortitude to push on? What made you get to a place where you're like, I'm doing this?
I'm doing this. So first and foremost, I would say, I don't say there's any bad person in this world.
Yeah.
But you just have to be around the right people for you.
Yes.
He was a loving man.
Yeah.
In his own way. But I just think that it reached a point where we were on different pages.
Yes.
Like I want to go west and he wants to go east.
Okay.
And it was stressful because unfortunately, should I say fortunately or unfortunately, I was bringing in more.
Right.
And I really tried to... I love that my mother raised me to be a submissive woman.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter how much you bring in. At the end of the day, even the Bible says the man is the priest of the home.
Yes, yes.
So I tried my level best.
Yes.
To show him that despite our financial gaps,
Right.
you're still the priest
Yes.
in the home.
Yes.
I told you earlier, sometimes you go out and you have to pretend everything is okay because there's so many women who are looking up to you. But it's not okay.
Yeah.
Because you go back home and this man never came back home. And you have women sending you messages telling you how you're a desperate woman.
Oh no. Oh no.
And when you'd ask and he'd deny and you see now you're saying, if I step out there, what will people say?
Yeah.
What will people think?
Yeah.
So he was never violent.
Right.
But I think the thing that hurt the most is when you feel like you're not enough for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, you will never be enough for him.
Right.
Through our journey together, he was a nutritionist. And I remember him telling me, babe, I feel so bad that you're the one who's holding the family. And I think there's a course on psychiatry. There's a sponsorship, but it's not a full sponsorship. If you supported me in that,
Yeah.
I think I'll get a very good job and I'll be able to take care of you guys. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, fine. And I paid for him school fees.
Wow.
And I took care of him and I used to give him transport and sometimes I would drop him to school, pick
Right.
him up, pack for him his lunch.
You are the ones who was the provider.
I was the
completely.
provider, yes. Fortunately, he got a good job with an
Yeah.
NGO,
Yeah.
but things just got worse. Like so many women in the picture. And so I think for me to walk out and decide I have to make it on my own, that I don't have to have a man by my side
Right.
to be able to make it in life and provide for my children, I realized it doesn't matter even if I was lying on the floor and telling him to walk on me. He'd never respect me because I felt like that was disrespect.
Right.
And it hit me that I'm the one who's providing. So with or without him,
Yeah.
I'd still be able to provide.
Did he believe you when you said you're walking out? Did he?
I think I walked out a couple of times and
Okay.
still
Yeah.
was the same person who would say, babe,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So maybe I had made him and his family believe,
But you're there.
yeah, like I'm going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know? And I sat down and I told myself, you see, you know, that sometimes you sit down and you have a meeting with yourself and you're very honest. Like you're thinking, okay, this is not Myra asking me the questions. This is just me. So I need to be honest with myself. And I asked myself, because I'm literally supporting his family.
Right.
People don't have school fees. It's me. Somebody needs to go to hospital. It's me. Somebody needs shoes. It's me.
Right.
I said, am I supporting these people because I want to support them, or am I supporting them because I want them to stick here?
Right. And then society has trained us to be that
Yes.
supportive partner.
So is this me giving them love, or is this me actually being desperate, like these women are saying?
Yeah.
I'm desperate to be called somebody's wife or somebody's partner, or I'm desperate to have, you know, a father figure in the
And
house.
those women didn't get it from nowhere.
So maybe
They got it from him.
I believe, yes.
Yes.
So there's once a lady told me that he said, I'm very ugly, that I can't survive without makeup.
Oh my word.
And I think it got into my head because
Yes.
one day I told myself, I stopped doing makeup, but it got into my head
Yes.
until I stopped doing makeup.
Right.
So it gets to you.
Yes.
You can pretend that it's all okay,
Right.
but you're human.
At the end of the day.
You're human at the end of the day. So those things
Yeah.
get to you.
Yeah.
So I told myself, if I walked out, this would be one mouth less to feed. This would be one adult less to buy for alcohol and cigarettes.
Yes.
This would be one lifestyle less to support.
Mm.
And when he got the job, it wasn't Dadaab. At first, it was all rosy, where he'd come for the rest and recuperation for a whole month. But the rest and recuperation started reducing. It started 3 weeks, then 2 weeks. And then one day it hit me. I'm talking to somebody who's in Nairobi with me,
Yeah.
like Langata.
Oh, really?
And me, I think I'm talking to somebody who's in Dadaab.
Oh, my word.
And when I tried calling him and I couldn't get him on phone, I rushed to their office, and I'm one person who, when I'm there for you, I'm totally there for you. So the
Right.
first thing that hits me, he's in a camp, has something happened. So I go to the office, I'm looking for my husband. I can't reach him, and everyone is trying to call him and he can't pick up. And when he, I think, woke up, I believe, he saw all the calls and he called me, and the lady who was with me in the boardroom said, for 40 minutes, I froze. I froze.
Oh, my God.
And when I snapped out of it,
Yeah.
that's when I said, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I don't need to go for counseling.
Yeah.
I don't need a therapist
Yes.
who's going to tell me that you need to walk out.
Yes.
I need to walk out.
Your story, it resonates with so many women I know. Even as far as this week, I've had this conversation. And what has shown us over the years is that resilience. And if even just your story is just a point of resilience to even walk out and say, I need to do this not only for me, but for my children as well. And to start from zero, from what you never knew your life to be, to now what you're putting it out to be as yourself, and saying this is my narrative from now on. And more power to you for that. It's so encouraging.
Thank you.
And then you went on from walking out to, having to rely on others to now relying on yourself. You managed to build in industries which are mostly male dominated. How is that building? Especially money lending. Like how did you about a way for yourself, and what was your drive?
So I think having walked out pushed me somewhere
Yeah.
where you don't want to think about it. For like 3 months, I was at peace. And I felt like I am the problem. And I rushed to church. And the counselor said, your emotional being had walked out.
Right.
So when your physical being walked out, it aligned.
Right.
And that's why you have peace.
Yes.
I remember I redid my entire house. Like I gave out. I dished out
Wow.
seats and beds and everything, and I started life afresh. But as I said, we are human. So you will still, there's something about you that will still run away from something, or so I think I got engrossed into business.
Right.
Making money now became my thing.
Right.
So the lending, yes, I started when I was a banker. I used to just lend kidogo, and then now went all big after I was kicked out of the bank and all that.
Right.
Insurance, I have a friend who I used to send for some insurance business, just to make some money on the side.
Right.
And then one day I realized he couldn't remember what he had paid me last year for a specific transaction that needed to be renewed after every 3 years.
Yeah.
And I kept on telling him, I think it was 500,000. And he wasn't sure.
Right.
And the guy had actually paid me 80,000. I said, oh my God. So if I would have pushed above 500, I would have actually gotten
Right.
that. And that's what took me back to school.
Ah.
And I said, let me go and do insurance.
Right.
And then open my insurance agency.
Right.
And now I am where I am.
Wow.
Providing for contractors.
Right.
And for the restaurant, I got into a 2-week relationship with somebody.
Okay. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So I got into a relationship with a guy. And within 2 weeks, I just realized I think I'm acting up. Like probably, and that was like 1 year after walking out.
Right.
And you think you're all okay and everything.
Right. Yes.
And okay, it's not that I don't believe in therapy and all that.
Yeah,
but
it takes time to heal.
It takes time to heal.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I don't believe in somebody telling me about another person because you don't know them.
Right.
So I was not going to have anybody telling me he wasn't good for you, he wasn't. No.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the space I would like to. We had our good moments and we had our bad moments.
Right.
And that doesn't make him a bad person. He's just not the right person for me.
You.
So after a year, I got into a 2-week relationship, and then it hit me like I think I've made a mistake. And I'm that type of a person who people say, no, is not in my dictionary.
Right.
So I don't know how to tell this guy, I think I made a mistake.
Right.
So the guy told me he's a chef by profession. He told me, let's open a restaurant. And I said, fine. And I said, how much?
You said yes. Okay.
And I put in the money, and he inflated literally everything.
Right.
Everything. I came to find out like something like the freezer, he bought it for 100, he told me 240,000.
Oh my word.
Yes. So he inflated literally everything.
So you wouldn't go with him to go and look at...
No, you see now, the guy is now also playing mind games with you. He asks you, you don't believe me?
Oh,
So
right.
you're like, I don't want trouble.
Yes.
How much?
Yeah.
And then you give.
Yes.
But one thing I've always said in life, and anybody who has tried to take money from me unfairly,
Yeah.
they never go anywhere.
Amen.
They never.
That's true.
Because I say, not that I'm not saying that
You're cussing them.
married women. No, I'm not saying married women are not blessed or are not. But you see, a married woman has a husband. My husband is God. The same way a married woman will go to her husband and say, yo, we need this in the house.
Right.
I go to God and I say, we need this in the house. So the fact that I went down on my knees and said, God, I need this amount of money to do ABCD.
Right.
Then you come and take it from me. It shall not be well.
Amen.
It shall not be well. In the spiritual realm, it will come and manifest. It shall not be well. So the guy duped me in the restaurant, tried to bring people who I say they're not eligible to get the loan, and he'd be like, oh, because they're not like your rich friends. And I say, okay, it's only 50,000.
Right. Right.
Only for me to realize the money eventually ends up with him.
Wow.
And then he gives them their cut.
Wow.
So the day I found out about a woman in his life who had been there before me,
wow.
that was like a month later.
Yeah.
I said, okay, now this is too much.
Yes.
This is too much. We haven't gone anywhere.
Yes.
Let's just end it.
Right.
But the funny thing is that he told me he had seen me struggling. And I was like, you're very mean. You saw me struggling in this and you couldn't walk out.
Right.
But it is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So that
But
was
he didn't lay claim to the restaurant though.
He didn't lay claim to the restaurant because, so we just, he agreed to do the changes of the CR12 and everything.
Right.
And I'm a strong believer of when you start something, it doesn't matter whether it was something you thought about or somebody came to tell you, there's a reason. There's always a reason. God will always send you an angel. The angel may come in different ways. They may come and lose the plot and all that. But there's always a reason for everything.
Right.
If you start a business, it doesn't matter how difficult it will be.
Right.
Never shut down.
Right.
I knew nothing about restaurants, but now I'm doing events.
Right.
Never shut down.
Right.
It peaked, it started dipping, and that's when I rushed into events, and now I'm back up.
Right.
So I'm not a believer in giving up.
Allow yourself to learn from every situation. I believe I'm a strong believer in never regretting anything.
Yes.
But learning,
Yes.
picking yourself up and moving forward. And
yes.
using your lessons as a way to up your game.
Yes. Always look back and ask yourself,
Yes.
why did this happen?
Right.
Because before God's eyes, there's nothing that just happens by mistake.
Right.
Everything happens for a reason.
Right.
It's for you to have that discernment to figure out,
Right.
why did this happen?
Exactly. Like even being duped, at least now you're taking yourself not to the shop and you're saying, I know the price of this. I am getting it for this much. I'll negotiate. That was a learning lesson in itself.
Yeah.
But then also, it's that thing of people determining. I'm hearing a lot, they're determining your life for you. They say, oh, she has money. She has this, she has that. How did you manage to also set your mind to go above what people expected of you? That, oh, you're the money woman, oh, you're the managing director, you're the boss of this, to remain also grounded?
So I think being kicked out of a bank where you had a salary, you had your side deals, you have the money, and then you don't have the money,
Right.
has taught me never to see the value in money.
Yeah.
Like, don't think because you have money, you're above
Yes.
others.
Yes.
You're not better than even the guard who opens for you
Yes.
that gate.
Yes.
You're not.
Yeah.
But I will retract and say, I don't have money. I will say, I am comfortable. I remember someone saying, you have too much money. And I said, what makes you think that?
Right.
You're always traveling with your children. I've come to your house, look at how your house look at the cars you drive. And I said, that's just me being comfortable.
Right.
You do not know what loans I have.
Exactly.
To be able to, you do not know the sleepless nights I have had.
Right.
So it's not about having the money. It's about, are you comfortable?
Right.
It's about, this is what I have. You know, even that person with 100,000 or 50,000 has money.
Right.
It's just that, am I within that?
Right.
And I always say, I'm grateful to God that even when there are no zeros in the account, I will walk out there and somebody will still tell you, you have money.
Right.
And you don't have it.
That's true.
You don't have it. Last week, there's a client of mine who called asking for money because I lent him and I didn't have the money. And he said, you sound a bit stressed. And I said, because I have this project I need to do and I don't have the money. And he told me, Nicole, I never want to hear you say you're stressed because of money, because you've woken up, you have life.
Right.
Your children are well, they've gone to school. Your businesses are running, you've not shut them down. You probably have invoices out there.
Right.
Then you're doing good. So people see you and they think all is well. They don't know the struggles you go through.
Absolutely.
You'll see that person driving that big car and you think, okay, this one has money.
Absolutely.
You don't know the struggles they go through
Absolutely.
to be there.
Absolutely.
You don't know the image they need to keep to be able to attract.
Right.
But all in all, I always say that never see the value in money because it can
warp your reality.
It can.
And also, even just in sharing with you, I think I've also learned that when people put that respect on your name, take it. Take it. Because you might not be there, but you will work to get to where people see you. But also, you stop also doubting yourself. It's always easy to say, it's such a Kenyan thing to say, tuna push to tuna skuma, ni God to tuna survive, tuna manage. But when somebody is putting that on you and telling you this is who you are, sometimes just take what they see.
You take it.
You. Yeah, because I think as women, we tend to downplay our efforts a lot. And even we tend to say, oh yeah, but we're just surviving, because that's what you see for yourself. But it's not what people see. In you.
And that's why I'm telling you, sometimes when people tell me that, they don't know the struggles I'm going through.
Right.
But I'd go in my room, I'd look at the mirror and say, thank you, God, that I am shining. That when I walk out there, nobody sees nothing.
Yes, that you are manifesting that bossness. You are manifesting that Richard Branson money. Exactly, absolutely. I think even me, I've learned to stop downplaying. I think as far as 2 weeks ago, I was just like, okay, you're telling me this, I'm this person. I'm like, by the way, yes, I am that person. Yes. Well, now, speaking of being that person, we're in that place. This is Coco's abode, where comfort meets quiet luxury. We are right now tucked away in Kileleshwa. And this beautiful curated 4-bedroom home is designed to give you more than just a stay. It gives you an experience. Whether you're booking for a night, a weekend, or an extended stay, every detail here is thoughtfully, and I mean thoughtfully, put together to offer space, ease, and a sense of home. From the elegant interiors to the calm and inviting atmosphere, this is where you come to rest, recharge, and live effortlessly. At the end of the show, we'll be giving you details of how to reach out and get your little piece of luxury. We'll be back after this. We're back with episode 6 and with Nicole Okwiri. We're having such a fantastic conversation. It's open, it's honest, whether we're talking in front of the camera or behind the scenes. And it's always refreshing when somebody is not holding back on their life experience. I thank you so much, Nicole, for being open, honest, and vulnerable. And I now see why a lot of women resonate with you, because you don't hold anything back, and it's refreshing to see. Now, being that as it may, you have now emerged as a leader. When you're going out there and you're planning your day-to-day, were you ever planning in taking up a leadership role? And when was that defining moment where you realized, I have that capability?
So I think through and through, I'd never thought of leadership, especially entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I know when I was a teller and guys would come, withdraw a lot of money because they're business people, I would say, God, even me one day.
Right.
I'd be on the other side doing the same. But I know people don't know the difference between a leader and a boss.
Define those.
I define those.
Yes.
So lately I worked in an organization where I was trying to set up a department for them. And I think that's when it came clear what a leader is and what a boss is. A boss is somebody who will give you instructions and has never tried what they're telling you to do.
Right.
Like, can you bring those numbers? Why aren't you bringing these clients?
Right.
But the question is, can you bring those clients?
Yes.
So a leader is, why I would consider myself a leader is I'm selfless. I'd bring myself down here to their level to feel what it feels like. That empathy makes me treat them like human beings.
Right.
And I'll give an example of a guy I met at the startup summit.
Right.
And when he met me, I had my
the
net. And it didn't even hit him. I was the owner.
Right.
And I loved that.
Yes.
That it didn't hit him. I was the owner.
Right.
And there was a friend of mine who was helping me with the cashiering, and he thought that was the owner.
Right.
And he kept on telling him, I need to tell you about my app and everything. And then my friend came and told me, do you know guys think I'm the owner? And I said, that's what I love.
Right.
You know, I love being here with my people. If they get burnt, I can also get burnt.
Right.
Whatever they're going through, I'll go through it. And it makes me now show them that, you know what, this is how we should do it. So they have no reason to say we can't because she has done it.
Right.
You get?
Right.
So I think that's what a leader is. When you want people to do something, you should also be able to, you know, show by example, live by example.
Right.
Don't just be this theory person.
Right.
Tell these people you need to bring these numbers home. But have you tried bringing those numbers home?
Right.
So that's why I believe I am a leader, because when you get me in the restaurant, this is not who you see.
Right.
When you find me in the Airbnb pangaing things and in Kamkunji,
Right.
buying things,
Yes.
this is not me.
Right.
When you find me in the corporate world, then this is me. If you find me in Marikiti Market in the morning,
Yeah.
this is not me.
Right.
Yes.
It does require you to be in the trenches with your people.
Yes.
Because that's where you get the most out of someone and encourage the productivity that you require out of them.
Yes.
I totally agree with you. And, you know, because sometimes somebody will see you over there with the net on your hair. They're thinking, oh, your business is not doing too well. No. Because you're there, you're getting the next business. You're there interacting with people directly.
Yes.
And somebody's like, oh, I'm interacting with the owner. Okay, fine. I'll give you this number of people who are going to have an event for like 50 to 100 people, and you've got in direct business. People really need to shift their narrative when it comes to leadership. And I love how you've broken it down, because it's not be sitting behind a desk and having a plaque saying CEO, blah, blah, blah. It's actually getting the most productivity out of your staff. Now, you've played a role in building systems, like now in the money lending, in the banking system, even in F&B industry. And we were talking about in behind the scenes, like I would like to truly get away from all of this at a certain age. But there's always also the question of legacy. What does that mean to you, and how does that help you define success?
Success. So I told you my children are my pride and joy.
Yeah.
My son has started knitting some funny things he calls a mat, and he sells to people.
We need to talk behind the scenes about that, because my kids are coming to me yesterday talking about selling. I'm like, what are you selling at 5 years old? But
Yeah, so I love the fact that I know I leave a legacy behind.
Right.
I'm working towards, when Nicole is not there, can her businesses run?
Right.
I have incorporated my brother. I've just started a new company that does executive car hires.
Oh, wow.
So I've incorporated my brother.
Okay.
And he's learning about my businesses.
Right.
Now, basically, everything I do is for my kids.
Right.
So last week, Aiden told me, Mommy, if I broke my piggy bank and I gave you 8,000 shillings, how much can you give me per month? I told him, I'll lend it out for you full 20%.
Right.
I'll not take anything. So 1,600.
Right.
So he came with 10,000 shillings.
What?
And he told me, I'm investing in your company. So now I know my lending business already has someone who's going to take over.
Wow.
Yes. My son, Jamie, he's more of loving nice stuff.
Yeah.
A neat house and everything. When I'm setting up my units, I always go with them, spend a night there, because I believe in blessing the house before.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And not blessing the house, the blessing of other people's. No. I sleep with my children. I pray in the house. I pray with my kids in the house.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that we can be blessed with clients. So I feel like Jamie would take over Coco's Abode, though it's named after my daughter. And for her at 4, I've still not understood her, because my daughter has mild autism.
Oh, wow.
So we are at a place where the therapist, we now have a new therapist. And she's telling me, let's not call it mild autism, because doctors have still not figured out what they call the COVID babies.
Right.
What they're going through.
Yes.
Like, is it behavioral, because remember during COVID, we didn't go out, we didn't expose our children.
Yes.
And for me, immediately after delivery, I went for surgery. My meniscus was torn. I don't know why. I don't know whether baby was too heavy for me.
Right.
Yes. So now I was sleeping a lot. I have a wonderful nanny. I've had her now for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So she literally helped me take care of my daughter, because by then the father now was proper MIA.
Yeah.
So I really didn't interact with my daughter at that time. So,
Right.
And then my sons are more of, they're not the noisy kids, and
Right.
they're all chilled and all that.
Yeah.
So we feel like probably my daughter didn't really get exposed to a lot of noise and people and, all the likes.
Yes.
So we are still torn in between. Is it mild autism? Is it the COVID environment and all that?
Right.
So I've still not understood my daughter.
Right.
But with Coco's Abode, I know Jamie will take over. And I love the fact that they always ask me, like, Mommy, how do you do this? How do you do this?
Right.
So these are people who, so I will leave a legacy behind. There will come a time when Nicole will not be there.
Right.
But all this will still continue.
Yes.
With my brother and my children.
Right. I love how you are building the legacy around, even, taking family on is not easy.
It's not.
Because you there's sometimes lines can be crossed, boundaries, and a lot of people will say, I cannot work with family, I cannot work with my husband, I can't. But you have placed the faith, and I feel like a lot of the things you do is faith-based.
Yes.
And that is how you've managed to carry out all the activities that you do and open this and that and the other. And I love that you have a system that truly works for you, but it works with a higher power.
With a higher power.
You've also you've from our conversation, it looks like you've tried to find a way to balance everything out, including your children in the work that you do. But would you say that you have truly managed to find that sense of balance in being a leader, being a mother, being an entrepreneur?
Not at all. Not at all. I have moments where I lock myself in the room and I cry. I cry because it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much because you go out there and you have to be like, is this one trying to play me? Is this one trying to, And then you come back home and there's this one saying, Mommy and Mommy and Mommy. And it's too much. And you're alone.
Yes.
And you're alone. And I'm grateful to my brother because my brother now works from home with the businesses. So he tends to come to my house.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes I just say, Mommy needs her me time.
Great.
And when I lock myself in the room, I know my brother has everything in control. And my nanny is, oh my God, she's awesome.
Right.
She is awesome.
Right.
So I can wake up in the morning and decide I'm going to Dubai. Let me figure out how to get my visa and
Right.
Or I love Naivasha,
Right.
the greenery.
Right.
Sometimes I'll just tell my nanny, usinitafute, and I go, because it's hard.
Right.
And I haven't gotten the balance yet.
Yeah.
Because I have a problem with delegation. I have a very big problem.
You're always hands-on with
everything.
Right.
With everything. So I have a very big problem with delegating. And it takes a toll on me.
Right. Yeah. How do you find that center? Do you have someone you are able to talk to, or have you found balance? Have you found peace within yourself? Because I've tend to find out that a lot of people, if they don't have that person they can lean on, whether it's a husband or they don't know how to navigate.
So I have a problem. I tend not to show you what is going on inside.
Okay.
Because maybe in my previous relationship where you become vulnerable and
yeah,
and then somebody uses it against you.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I say I don't go to therapists.
Right.
I don't go to therapists.
Right.
Because I feel like you will tell me what I want to hear. You will not tell me the truth.
Right. Right.
So I have found it in myself to Naivasha and Ishipai is my place. Like those ones I said, when you realize somewhere has become your shags.
Yeah.
Like when you go and you told, leo haujakuja na watoto. Leo mtoto mmoja yuko wapi?
Yeah.
So I go, and I remember there was once I booked the honeymoon suite.
Right.
And every time I would order for food, because when you do the honeymoon suite at Enishipai, the room service is free. So I chose that I want to go there,
Right.
and just sit,
Right.
and not even leave to go for breakfast, or let everything be brought. And every time I kept on ordering, they would ask me, na huyo mwingine? And I think then I was battling loneliness.
Right. Right.
Because women were not created to be priests. We were not. Women were created to be submissive.
Right.
So sometimes you just want to be submissive, but you don't have that person to submit to.
Right.
Sometimes you just want to be led,
Right.
but you don't have that person to lead you. So then when I booked the honeymoon suite, it was basically me praying to God and telling God that there will come a time when I will be in my honeymoon. And nobody would understand that. People would think probably I'm crazy or something, you know? So I've learned how to speak to myself.
Right.
And I tell myself the hard truth.
Right. Yeah. Right. Woo. I resonate with you because I see that in a struggle in a lot of people who are around me, and I've learned not to. I'm trying to learn not to express what I feel or how I see things as normal on people who are like yourself, because sometimes somebody gets themselves out of a situation, and you immediately think that they're going to be okay, and you try and impress your strength on them, not knowing what they're going through. And then sometimes even when they make mistakes while trying to move on, you tend to judge easily. But you're not in their shoes to know exactly what their mindset is, that they are not okay. And I've learned to let the people around me who are not okay find that space. Like even when they're in a relationship that I feel like it's not okay, I take a step back. I say, this is not mine. This is not mine I'll support, but this is let me let her learn for herself. And even when she's like, I want to be in my space by myself, I'm trying not to be pushy so I applaud you for saying, I need that time away. I am happy for you that you have that support system who would let you just be and let you get away. That even your kids are okay with you and are understanding of when mommy needs time alone. Because I don't feel like a lot of women are given enough grace, especially on that single part, on that being alone and you're raising your kids. I think we need to give a lot of more women grace. But the fact that you give it to yourself first, that you put yourself first, that's a lesson in itself. And I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
So when it comes to analyzing yourself, how do you approach not tearing yourself down even when you're in those places? Because it's easy, especially being an entrepreneur, it's so easy to tear yourself down. And especially from where people put you and you feel like you're not getting yourself there. Where do you tell yourself away from saying, okay, I can't do it right now?
Okay, so for me, as I've said, I've still not gotten the balance yet.
Yeah.
Maybe one thing I need to learn is how to delegate. The minute I learn how to delegate, then I think I've got it all right.
Right.
But I also don't know when to stop.
Right.
So by the time I'm stopping, I'm shutting down.
So you reach the point of total shutdown.
By the time I'm stopping, I'm shutting down.
Yeah.
I think of late people have started complaining that I call you at 8 p.m. and I can't get you on phone. I have learned something new, that you can put your phone on D&D.
Yes.
And it's okay. For me, it was, I'm running an Airbnb, so my phone has to be on all the time.
Right.
There are times when I want to just switch off my phone and I'll call my girls and I tell them, just make sure your phone is not off just tonight. You know, most of my clients, I make sure they always have the unit manager's number. So when you don't get me, you can get her.
Right.
You get? So I don't know when to stop. But my body now, when I'm shutting down,
Right.
that's when I stop. So for a minute, my parents kept on complaining that I'm spending too much money traveling.
Oh.
And then one day I sat with my father and I told him about my struggles. I told him about my pains. I told him, because you'll find so many people are putting so much on you.
Yes.
And who's asking you if you're okay?
Yes.
Nobody.
Yes.
Nobody.
Yeah.
To the point that it's not something I should be proud of. Last year, I ended up entangling myself with a married man.
Oh, wow.
I entangled myself with a married man because he's the one person who saw me for who I was.
Right.
He's the one man who never asked me for money.
Wow.
He's the one man who was my greatest cheerleader. But you see, now you tell yourself, oh my God, I think I'm getting deep into this and this is wrong.
Right.
But he was my safe space. He was my safe space. He was somebody's man. He was not my man.
But he opened that door for you to be vulnerable.
He opened the door for me to be vulnerable, and he allowed me to be me. And sometimes when he would feel like people were being too much on me, he'd make sure he's hidden me.
Right.
So that people don't see me.
Right.
He was one person who I would call and tell anything and up to date. We are very good friends. He has never used it against me.
Wow.
So when I spoke to my father and told him, and especially about Coco, because I remember when I was going through a therapy session, the therapist told me that sometimes your child has delayed milestones, not because it's your child, but it's the parents. And when she asked me, how was your pregnancy? And talking about it, I realized my pregnancy was stressful.
Great.
Not stressful because baby was stubborn, or baby wants to get out, or I'm having morning sickness. Stressful because I had a man who was not supporting me.
Right.
Stressful because there's one day my son found me on the floor. I had fainted. It's because I was not feeling well. And I called this guy.
Yeah.
He used to come to the house and take my cards, my medical cards, my ID, my bank cards, and put them in his wallet.
Oh my God.
So I was literally operating on his schedule.
Oh my
and I was not feeling well and I needed to go to hospital.
Right.
And I called him. He wasn't picking up. So when I went to the bathroom, because I decided, let me just prepare a bath and get in.
Yeah.
So when I've just washed out the water and everything, as I'm going back to the room now to change, I fainted. And when I think of the fact that my son found me on the floor.
Oh my God.
And I feel like
it's okay.
I feel like Aiden has seen so much.
Right.
And I'm not sure whether he also cries in the room.
Right.
Because that boy loves me. My kids love me. And I think they see my struggle.
Yeah.
They appreciate what I do for them.
Right.
But when you think of the fact that somebody made you go through something that is affecting your children. So the therapist told me Coco's delayed milestones may be as a result of a stressful pregnancy.
Right.
You know? I've even forgotten what we were talking about.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Your struggles.
Yeah,
They're
so
saying that you are relaying your
my
struggles to your dad. Yeah.
I told him, and my dad felt like I've been working with a lot and I've not been talking.
Yeah.
Because even when I lost my job, they kept on thinking I would lose it. And they called me every single day, how are you? And I was all smiles.
Right.
Because I don't want to show my weak spot.
Right. Right.
I don't want people to see any weakness in me. I don't want people to take being a single mother as a disease. Because it's not.
It's not.
some of us are single mothers by choice.
Yes.
If we choose to be somebody's wife, we can run back.
Yes.
But we've chosen the sanity and the peace that it comes with that singleness.
Yes.
But many people don't look at it that way.
Right.
So when I spoke to him, and now he asks me, when is your next holiday? Because now he's realized I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Realized I
amazing.
need it.
That's amazing.
So I never know when to stop.
Yes.
It's now my body that forces me.
Right.
When my body starts shutting down,
Right.
that's the only time I know it's time to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you're not apologetic for it, that you need your time and you demand it. And a lot of us I got there last August and I told people, I know you're used to me being around, but I'm cutting it off at August. You're not going to see me. I need this. I'm losing it. And I won't be able to function if I continue like this. And sometimes, again, extending that grace to yourself and saying, I can't, I think is the most important step, because now look at you again. You're building, you're flourishing. And sometimes some people just need to understand that. And it's okay. It's actually okay. Okay. When it comes to embracing, because sometimes we tend to look back, and like we said, sometimes we become hard on ourselves. What would you say are the places where you said, I failed, but it was my biggest lessons?
Where it was my biggest lessons?
Yes, especially from where you felt like you let yourself down, or you felt like it was somewhat of a failure.
So I love my kids and I don't regret ever having my kids. But I just wish I would have met this person in a different setup. I met him in the club.
Which is not a bad thing. I've learned to say it's not a bad thing, because that's where I met mine. And look at me now.
So I should say you were lucky.
Yeah.
So I met mine in the club, and I think when I was snapping out of that,
Right.
he wasn't.
Oh.
So that's where our disconnect came in.
Right.
And you see somebody say, you met me in the club. So what's the problem right now? You know?
Yes.
So, yes, sometimes I tell God, if we could just maybe meet this man in the jam or in church, still have the same babies.
But in church also, we have seen some of the church material. Please, let's be honest with ourselves. It's sometimes it's not the setting, it's the person.
It's not the setting, it's the person.
Yes.
But other than that, I think, or I feel that everything I've gone through in life has built who I am today.
Yeah,
It has
absolutely.
built who I am today.
Absolutely.
So I look back and I say, if I didn't go through this, then I wouldn't be.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't. Even events, my restaurant, the events. There's a lady who I met and she said she's in events, but her issue is financing.
Right.
So I said, why not partner? And we partnered.
Yes.
And I did an event. And since I did not know nothing about restaurants, about events, I asked her how much. And every time she kept on asking for the money, I would give. I think I spent a total of 385,000. I got back 24,000.
Oh, wow.
And it was so disturbing. And I kept on telling her, we need to talk. I've lost money. The day we sat down, these were her words. I keep getting irritated when you say you lost money.
Right.
Do you know, I lost time.
Okay.
And you see the way you said, okay? And that's
I'm
what
trying
I
to
said.
wrap my head around the comparison.
That's when I said, okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And I cut off.
Yes.
And I said, even when you go to school, you need to pay school fees.
Yes.
So I consider that my school fees.
Okay.
I kid you not, ever since that day, I have never done an event and made a loss.
Because that was your lesson.
That was my lesson.
Exactly.
The school fees was expensive.
Yes.
But it's bearing fruit.
Exactly. And it has taught you a lot also about partnerships. You're still learning?
No, I don't think I would want partnerships anymore.
Right.
Because your vision will never be my vision.
Yeah, that's true.
What you want in life will never be what I want in life.
Right. Absolutely.
So I have learned through the partnerships that I've gotten into that even if you get into it with a clean heart, good faith and everything, there's somebody who will slack.
Right.
And you have not. So that's where you lose it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so
Absolutely.
just do things on your own.
I completely agree. It's always easy to get into that crutch where you feel like, because especially when you're doing alone, you want to lean on somebody else, and that is not even the motivation is more leaning on somebody else than even the money itself.
Yes.
Because you're so tired, you're burnt out, and if there's somebody else in the picture, at least you can offload kidogo, but you still end up doing it yourself at the end of the day because the vision is with you.
Yes.
When you're the vision bearer, it's a different thing.
Sure.
So before I go into the quick fire, you've said there's so many women who admire you, so many people who look at you and want to be like you. What would you tell them, people who are trying to aspire to the success they see in you? And what would you tell them about your journey that they would take most out of it?
Okay. So what I would tell women, and what I always tell women, is believe in yourself. You're a super, super, super woman.
Yeah.
Before God's eyes, let me tell you, we are great. We are those people who I will hold my womb and pray for my child.
Right.
And it will manifest. That's the power we hold. So all we need to do is believe in ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. Because, as I said, I don't take pride in entangling myself with somebody's husband.
Right.
But for a minute, you're human. You'll be on track and then you'll trip. And then for a minute, I felt like I needed this man.
Yeah.
But truth be told, I didn't.
Right.
Because everything he told me, I could tell myself.
Right. You knew it.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Why do I need somebody to tell me?
Right.
I just need to believe it.
Right.
And before him, I was making it. Right now, we agreed to be friends. When you snap out of it and you're like, okay, I did not know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But now we are friends. Where, when I'm down, I can still call him.
Right.
So, as women, we need to believe in ourselves that we can make it.
Yeah.
All you have to do, take that book and draft it.
Right.
And above all, submit it and surrender it to God.
Right.
Because anything you do with God as your partner, if you're looking for a partner,
Right.
let the Holy Spirit always be a part of. I have a book where I write down everything.
Right.
All my plans, I write them down. And when I'm praying, I always go back to that book.
Right.
And I put the Holy Spirit accountable to it. Because by the time I'm jotting it down, the Holy Spirit must have put it in.
Right.
So he can't put it in me for games. There's someone else who'll probably play games with me. The Holy Spirit will never play games with me.
Right.
Believe in yourself.
Right.
Get yourself the right partner. I also say, like, when you're asking where did I go wrong, I think in getting into my relationships, I used to just jump in. Now I want to pray. Because I think I usually say sometimes we complain about our spouses and God asks you, I'm the one who gave you that one.
Right.
Yeah. So as a woman, just believe in yourself. Your parents probably sold land, sold cows. You do not know what they denied themselves so much to take you to school.
Right.
It's because they believed in you.
Right.
They believed in you that you would be a great person, Kesho. Believe in yourself.
Right.
And whatever you believe, whatever you put in your mind, I kid you not, will always manifest.
Absolutely.
It will always manifest.
Absolutely. I mean, even in relationships, like I look back at I call it my most ghetto period of my life. The people I dated, hopefully they've changed. But it for me, I had to go through that to get to the point where I am now settled. And I'm sure you're getting, because you want it.
I want it.
And you believe it's coming. And I'm sure that somebody's even going to watch this and is saying that's the woman I also want in my life.
I know that man will be the luckiest man on earth.
Amen. Especially if they've listened to this conversation today. then they know who they're getting.
He will have that woman who looks good, takes good care of him, gives him a lovely home. He'll have it all.
And is already taking care of herself.
Yes.
And is already also instilled the right things in her children, like you're everything in it. So I
think
know your
if
period
I'm
is
to
coming.
give you my kids for 2 weeks,
Yes.
you will never call me to tell
Everything
me,
is good.
could you please
Come and get your children.
probably Coco, because she has her moment.
Right.
But I think even everywhere I've stayed with my children,
Right.
I'm always told your kids are
Right.
disciplined.
I love the pride you have in them.
Oh, those
and I
guys are
believe
my
your
pride and
season,
joy.
your season is coming. I believe it. I believe
Thank
it.
you.
Now let's end with a little bit of a quick fire, just to get to know you beyond the titles, beyond the work. What would you say is one word that defines you away from the titles?
Loving.
Loving.
If you're my friend,
Yes.
if you're in my circle, I will go all out for you.
Amazing.
And I'll never expect anything from you.
Amazing.
I'll never.
Amazing. And if all your titles were taken away today, all the money, all the wealth, what would still make you Nicole?
The soft me, the loving me.
Mm.
And as I told you, like my friend who told me that we fell out because I had employed her.
Right.
But yesterday she was telling me, do you know, you're the one person I always reach out to when mom is hospitalized, and you have never failed.
Wow.
That is Nicole.
That's what makes you.
Not what you see, the hardcore, the one who chases after business. No.
Right.
Nicole is the empathetic, the
Right.
one who has empathy, the one who wants to connect with you emotionally.
Right.
That's Nicole.
And what would you choose, lastly, over the other, success or fulfillment?
Fulfillment. Yes.
Right.
Because last week we were at a friend's birthday, and the car I went with, they'd never seen it. And they told me, Nicole, you're that student in school who, when the noisemakers list is there, you're
Right.
number one.
Yes.
When people are being suspended, you're number one. But when people do exams, you're number one. Like, what do you do? What do you... And I told them, by the way, money is not everything. That
Right.
is not what defines your success.
Yes.
You need to be... you need to feel that, like you're at peace with yourself. That
Right.
fulfillment is key.
Right.
And as we started, I told you, never put value to
Right.
that paper.
Right.
Never.
Right.
That was one thing that my first boss, John Conchella, told us. He said, in the bank, because when you get into the vault and they open and you see all that money, he told us, if you ever put a value to that paper,
Right.
you lose it.
Right.
When you see that vault, you see that paper, see paper purely. So for me, it's fulfillment.
Amazing. Nicole, I'd like to thank you so much for being open with us today. I honestly do not take it for granted. This is one conversation where I want to see 20 years from now where Nicole will be, because I see the stars, the moon, the entire galaxy for you. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
In all your endeavors.
Thank you.
I pray for your season. I pray for your peace. I pray for your happiness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank everybody else who has tuned in today. I hope this is one conversation that has inspired you as you watch it back, and that you're able to see fulfillment above all else, if anything else. We'd like to thank also Coco's Abode for having us today. Thank you so much for opening your doors to this amazing and beautiful place. Again, we'll be sharing details about Coco's Abode towards the end of the episode. You can find out where to reach out to Nicole and how to get a little bit of luxury for yourself right here in Nairobi. A big thank you to the team behind the scenes, Sammy, Jimmy, Bob, Ronnie, Sylvie, for always being steadfast and putting these conversations together, because without you, there would be no us. All right, guys, have a fantastic week ahead. And always keep your comments coming in the comment section. We do love to hear from you, and we'll see you in the next episode.